A red SUV roared up to my lakefront, tires spitting gravel, shattering the golden sunrise over my 60-acre Texas ranch. HOA Karen Walsh. Red t-shirt stretched tight, short blonde hair bouncing, stormed out, shrieking that my private lake belonged to her HOA. She waved a fake contract, claiming her rules trumped my deed. On land, I bought fair and square, with a spring-fed lake. That's mine by law, she thought. Her entitled power trip could bully me off my slice of heaven. She was wrong, spectacularly wrong. And her crusade? It was about to crash and burn. Now, before we dive in, smash that like button to join this epic showdown. Thanks for being incredible. Hey there, folks. Picture this. A quiet morning in Lubbock, Texas. The sun's just creeping over the horizon, painting my 60-acre ranch in gold. My name's Jake Harlan. I'm 64, a retired pilot. And this patch of dirt? It's my slice of heaven. Got a spring-fed lake, clear as glass, right in the middle of it. Me and my dog, Rusty. We're out here living the dream. Or so I thought. See, I bought this ranch 2 years ago. Deed and all. Fair and square. The lake came with it. Legal. Documented. Marina. But there's this neighborhood nearby. Clearview Meadows. Fancy place. Big houses. Bigger egos. Their HOA Homeowners Association. If you're not familiar, thinks my lake's their personal playground. They've been using it for years. Way before I showed up. No paperwork. No permission. Just entitlement. And leading the charge? Karen Walsh? HOA president. Red shirt. Black pants. Short blonde hair. And a figure that says she's never met a buffet she didn't like. Now, I'm a reasonable guy. I flew cargo planes for 30 years, dealt with storms, tight schedules, and cranky crews. I don't rattle easy. But Karen? She's a hurricane in a red blouse. It all started 3 days ago. I decided to take my old fishing boat, a beat-up thing my dad left me out on the lake. Just me, Rusty, a rod, and a cooler of Dr. Pepper. Simple, right? I'm out there, floating in the middle of my lake. Rusty's curled up by my feet, snoring like a chainsaw. I cast my line, sip my soda, and breathe. Peace. Until you hear her. This is private property. Karen's voice cuts through the morning like a buzzsaw. She's on the shore, hands on her hips, red shirt glowing like a stop sign. I squint. She's pointing at my boat like I'm smuggling contraband. Ma'am, I call back, calm as can be. This is my lake, my ranch, my boat. I gesture to the water, the trees, the ridge where my house sits. She doesn't budge. You're trespassing, she screeches. Clearview Meadows owns access to this lake. I blink. Owns access? Lady? I've got the deed in my safe. But before I can say that, she's on her phone, dialing like she's calling in an airstrike. 2 minutes later, a sheriff's cruiser rolls up. No siren, but the lights are flashing. Rusty lifts his head, growls low. An officer steps out, hand on his belt, looking at me like I'm Bonnie to someone's Clyde. Sir? He says, we got a call from the HOA. They say you're on their property. I set my rod down, take a slow sip of Dr. Pepper. Officer, I own this lake. That's my house up there. Deeds in my truck if you need it. End of tree. He squints, glances at Karen, who's now pacing the shore, muttering to herself. You got proof? He asks. In my truck. I repeat, but I'm not the one making waves here. Karen shouts from the bank. We warned you. Jake, you can't just use our lake like you're king of the hill. I tilt my head. Our lake? That's when I know. This isn't a misunderstanding. This is a power trip. The officer sighs. Come ashore. See ya. Let's sort this out. I reel in my line. Still calm. Still respectful. But inside, I'm done playing nice. As I row back, Karen's glaring, arms crossed, her blonde hair bouncing as she huffs. I tie the boat to my dock and step onto the bank. The officer's looking at me, then at Karen, like he's stuck in a bad sitcom. All right, I say. Let's clear this up. I walk to my truck, grab the deed, and hand it over. The officer scans it, eyebrows lifting. Looks legit. He mutters. Karen snatches it from his hand, skims it, then throws it back at me. This is a fake, she snaps. We've used this lake for 15 years. You can't just waltz in and claim it. I catch the paper before it hits the ground. Ma'am, I say, slow and steady. I bought this ranch. Paid cash. The lake's mine. You got a deed? A contract? Anything? She freezes. Her mouth opens. Closes. Like a fish out of water. The officer clears his throat. Mrs. Walsh, do you have documentation? She stammers. We had an agreement with the old owner. End of quote. Old owner's gone. I say, I'm the owner now. And I didn't sign no agreement. The officer hands me back the deed. Sir, you're within your rights. Mrs. Walsh, you need to take this up legally, if you've got a claim. Karen's face goes redder than her shirt. This isn't over. Jake Harlan, she yells, storming off to her SUV. I watch her peel out. Gravel flying. The officer shakes his head. Good luck with that one, he says, climbing back into his cruiser. I nod, but my mind's already moving. Karen's not just loud. She dangerous. And I'm not about to let her bully me off my own land. Back at the house, I sit on the porch, rusty at my feet. The lake's still, reflecting the cotton clouds above. I think about the old owner, a guy named Hank. Sweet fella. From what I heard, let the neighborhood use the lake out of kindness. But kindness ain't a contract. And Hank's gone. I bought this place from his son. Full price. No liens. No easements. I tried being neighborly when I moved in. Brought a pecan pie to the HOA office. Introduced myself. That's when I met Karen. Red shirt. Black pants. Waddling in like she owned Texas. Barely glanced at my pie. I hope you're planning to keep that lake clean, she said, like I was her hired help. It's a community asset. I smiled, kept it polite. Ma'am, it's my lake. I'll take care of it. Might fish. Maybe teach some kids to cast. Fish? She gasped. Like I'd said, I was dumping toxic waste. There's no fishing on HOA property. I tilted my head. It's not O property. It's my ranch. Her eyes narrowed. And that was it. The war began. Signs saying, private property vanished. Kids from Clearview trespassed. Jumping off my dock. One guy even showed up with a chainsaw, claiming he had HOA permission to trim my trees. I stayed calm. Sent a letter to the HOA, with copies of my deed and a surveyor's map. No reply. Then, last weekend, I woke up to a full-on party on my lakefront. Coolers. Music. Kids and floaties. I asked them to leave. Polite espie. Karen showed up 10 minutes later, screaming about community tradition. I held my ground. I own this lake. You're trespassing. End 1. Next morning, my boathouse was trashed. Fishing rods snapped. Dad's old tackle box smashed. Oh, property. Spray painted in red. I filed a police report. But no witnesses. Not proof. So I installed cameras. Everywhere. That's when I decided to take the boat out. Just to make a point. It's my lake. My boat. My right. And now? Karen's called the cops. I'm standing on my dock. Deed in hand. Officer driving off. And I know this is just the start. Karen's not backing down. But neither am I. I head inside. Grab my phone. And call my buddy Travis. A real estate broker in town. Travis. I say. Find out who owns the marina Clearview uses. The one they rent for their parties and meetings. He laughs. What are you up to? Jake? I smile. Watching the lake glint in the sun. Just leveling the playing field. By sundown, I've got an answer. The marina's owned by a company itching to sell. HOA's lease is up in a week, and they haven't paid in months. I make an offer. Cash. Fast track. By nightfall, I own it. Every dock. Every plank. Karen doesn't know yet, but she will. I sit on my porch, Rusty snoring beside me, and I mutter. Let's see how she likes my rules. Where are you listening from, folks? Morning breaks over my ranch. Soft light spilling across the lake. I'm up early. Coffee in hand. Rusty's chewing a stick by the porch. That piece I fought for yesterday? It's already slipping. Karen Walsh doesn't kid. And I know she's plotting something. I own the marina now. Every inch of Clearview Meadows' precious docks. But I keep it kid. No need to tip my hand yet. I head to the boathouse. Check the damage from last week's vandalism. The spray paint's still there. Oh, property in ugly red letters. My dad's tackle box is a wreck. Lures scattered like confetti. I clench my yaff. Rusty nudges my leg. Tail wagging. We'll fix it. Boy. I mutter. But first, I check the cameras. 4 of them. Motion activated. Covering the dock, boathouse, and lakefront. If Karen tries anything, I'll see it. By noon, I'm in town, meeting Travis at his office. He's got a grin like he just won the lottery. Jake, you're a madman, he says, sliding a folder across his desk. Marina's yours. Signed. Sealed. Delivered. HOA's lease expired 5 days ago. They're squatters now. I flip through the papers. Deeds. Titles. All clean. They know yet? I ask. Travis shakes his head. Not a peep. But Karen's been calling the marina's old owners, screaming about access rights. I smirk. Let her scream. And Vipo, back at the ranch. I'm fixing a fence when I hear tires crunching gravel. A red SUV pulls up. Karen. Red shirt. Black pants. Blonde hair bouncing, as she storms toward me. Rusty growls. Low and steady. Stay. I whisper. She stops 10 feet away. Hands on hips. You think you're clever? Jake Harlan? She snaps. Hiding behind that fake deed? Calling the cops on us? I lean on my shovel. Ma'am. I showed the sheriff my deed. You got one? Her eyes narrow. We don't need one. This lake's been ours for years. You're stealing our heritage. I laugh. Can't help it. Heritage? You're trespassing on my land. Vandalizing my boathouse. That's your heritage? She steps closer. Finger jabbing the air. You'll regret this. We've got lawyers. Money. Power. You're just a washed-up pilot with a mutt. Rusty barks. Sharp. I pat his head. Careful. Karen. He doesn't like bullies. Neither do I. Into one. She spins. Stomps back to her SUV. And peels out. I watch the dust settle. Heart pounding. She's not bluffing. Lawyers? Maybe. But I've got something better. Proof. I head inside. Pull up the camera footage from last week. There it is. 2 hours, 17 a.m. A figure in a red shirt. Spray can in hand. Karen. Clear as day. I save the file. Burn it to a USB. This is my insurance. Next morning, I'm on the lake again. Boat drifting. Rusty's at my feet. I'm not fishing. Just thinking. The Marina's mine. But Karen's disparity. Desperate people do stupid things. Sure enough, I see her SUV parked by the marina. She's got a crowbar. Prying at my boathouse door. Rusty's inside. Barking like a siren. My blood boils. I row hard. Dock the boat. And sprint toward her. Karen, I shout. She freezes. Crowbar raised. The door's cracked. Rusty's snarling from inside. Get away from my dog, I yell. She turns. Face red. Blonde hair wild. This is our boathouse, she screams. You can't lock us out. I step closer. Voice low. You're on camera. Breaking and entering. Threatening my dog. You want jail time? She laughs. Cold. You've got nothing. Our lawyer will bury you. Alled. I pull out my phone. Show her the footage. Her spray painting. Her crowbar. Her face. She goes pale. That's fake, she stammers. I shake my head. Sheriff's got a copy. Step back. Now. She drops the crowbar. Backs away. This isn't over. She hisses. I lock the door. Scoop Rusty into my arms. He's shaking. But safe. I whisper. You're okay. Boy, Allid. That afternoon, I call Sheriff Daniels. He's the officer from yesterday. Jake? He says. Got your message? Footage looks solid. Want to press charges? I pause. Not yet. But I need a restraining order. She's after my dog now. He sighs. I'll file it. But watch your back. That woman's unhinged. I nod. Hang up. And start planning. By evening, I'm at the Marina. New signs are up. Private property. No trespassing. I paint the docks red. Bold. My docks? My rules. I'm halfway done when a Clearview resident pulls up. Older guy. Gray hair. Nervous. Mr. Harlan? He says. I'm Tom. From the neighborhood. Can we talk? I wipe paint off my hands. Sure. Tom. What's up? He shifts. Uneasy. Karen's telling everyone you stole the lake. Says you're banning kids from swimming. People are mad. I nod. She's lying. Tom. I own this land. Always have. She's got no proof. He frowns. She showed us a contract. Says the old owner gave us rights. I raise an eyebrow. You see that contract? He shakes his head. Just her word? I smile. Come by tomorrow. I'll show you the truth. That night. I'm on the porch. Rusty's asleep. The lake's quiet. But I'm not. Karen's spreading lies. Faking contracts. Targeting Rusty. I open my laptop. Upload the footage to a secure drive. Then I draft a letter. To every Clearview resident. Dear neighbors. It starts. You've been lied to. The lake is mine. Here's the deed. Here's the vandalism. Meet me Saturday. See the proof. I print me-a-time copies. Stuff envelopes. Tomorrow. I'll deliver them. I lean back. Sip my coffee. Rusty sighs. I mutter. We're not done. Boy. Where are you folks listening from? Sun's up. Casting long shadows over my ranch. I'm on the porch. Stuffing the last of 200 letters into envelopes. Each one's got a copy of my deed. A still from the camera showing Karen with her spray can. And an invite to a meeting Saturday at the lake. Rusty's sprawled out, chewing a rawhide. I pat his head. We're taking the fight to him. Boy. Karen's lies are spreading. But I'm about to set the record straight. I drive into Clearview Meadows. Drop the letters in mailboxes. A few residents peek out. Curious. One lady waves. Hesitant. I nod back. Keep moving. By noon, I'm back at the ranch. Checking the marina. The red paint on the docks is dry. Private property signs gleam in the sun. I'm locking the gate when Travis calls. Jake, he says. Ho's freaking out. Karen's telling everyone, you're planning to drain the lake. End quote. I laugh. Drain it? That's her play? Travis snorts. She's saying you'll turn it into a cattle pond. Got half the neighborhood scared. Their property values will tank. I shake my head. She's disparity. I'll handle it Saturday. I hang up, grab a ladder, and start rigging a projector screen by the Marina. Gonna show the whole damn neighborhood the truth. That afternoon, I'm in the boathouse, cleaning up the mess Karen left. Broken rods, smashed lures. I find my dad's old fishing hat, torn to bits. My chest tightens. Rusty whines, nudges my hand. It's okay. I mutter, but it's not. Karen's not just after my land. She's erasing my memories. I grab my phone. Check the cameras. Nothing new. But I know she's coming. Sure enough. Dusk hits. And I hear gravel crunching. Red SUV. Karen. She's got a flashlight. Creeping toward the Marina gate. I step out. Rusty at my side. Evening. Karen. I call. She jumps. Drops the flashlight. What are you doing here? She snaps. Red shirt, glowing in the twilight. I cross my arms. My Marina? My rules. You're trespassing. Again. She smirks. This is Clearview property. Always has been. You're the one who'll be sorry. She pulls out her phone. Starts recording. Jake Harlan. Stealing our lake. Threatening me. I don't flinch. Cameras on you? Karen. Same one that caught you vandalizing. Want to try for a sequel? Her smirk fades. She backs off. But not before spitting on my gate. Classy. Next morning, I'm at the sheriff's office. Sheriff Daniels watches the new footage. Karen at the gate. Spitting. Recording. He rubs his temples. Jake. This woman's a nightmare. Restraining orders filed. But she's got a lawyer now. Some hotshot from Dallas. I nod. Letting come. I've got proof. He hands me a form. Keep those cameras rolling. You're building a case. And from back at the ranch, I'm prepping for Saturday. I rent a speaker system. Set up folding chairs by the lake. Even borrow a popcorn machine from a buddy. If I'm gonna expose Karen, might as well make it a show. By Friday, words spread. Residents are buzzing. Some email me. Nervous. Is it true you're draining the lake? I reply. Come Saturday. See the truth. Bring your kids. Friday night. I'm on the dock. Testing the projector. Rusty's chasing fireflies. I'm running the footage. Karen spray painting. Prying at my boathouse. Spitting on my gate. Every frame's crystal clear. I pause on her face. Red shirt. Blonde hair. Pure rage. This is it. My S. But then I hear a splash. Rusty barks. I spin around. Something's in the water. I grab a flashlight. Shine it across the lake. A pile of trash bags. Floating near the dock. I row out. Fish one out. It's heavy. Stinking. Dead fish. Dozens of them. A note's taped to the bag. Sell or sink. My stomach twists. Karen. I called Daniels. Sheriff. I got another present from our friend. He's there in 20 minutes. Bags the evidence. This is escalation. Jake. Watch your back. Saturday dawns. Clear and hot. By 2 hours p.m. Over 80 residents are at the lake. Blankets spread. Kids running. Popcorn popping. I'm in jeans. Boots. Rusty's by my side. Karen's here too. Back of the crowd. Red shirt like a warning sign. Her lawyer's with her. Slick suit. Clipboard. I step to the mic. Folks. Thanks for coming. I'm Jake Harlan. I own this ranch. This lake. And now the Marina. Gasps. Ripple. A man shouts. You stole our Marina. I hold up my deed. Bought it legal? HOA's lease expired. They've got no claim. Karen pushes forward. He's lying. This is our lake. I click the projector. Footage rolls. Karen spray painting. Prying. Spitting. The crowd's silent. Her lawyer whispers in her ear. She's Polly. Shaking. A woman stands. Karen. You said he forged the deed. Another yells. You told us the Marina was ours? I step forward. She lied. Here's the deed. Here's the Marina contract. And here's her breaking into my boathouse. I play the crowbar clip. Rusty's barks echo. The crowd erupts. You threatened his dog? Karen stammers. It's edited. I shake my head. Sheriff's got the originals. She bolts. Love your trailing. The crowd's buzzing. Angry. A grandpa approaches. Jake. We didn't know. She said you were the bad guy. I nod. I just want my land. My peace. He shakes my hand. You've got my support. More residents nod. I smile. But I know it's not over. Karen's cornered. And cornered snakes strike. That night, Rusty's asleep. I'm on the porch. Lake still. But I'm uneasy. Karen's down. Not out. Where you folks at? The lake's calm tonight. Moonlight dancing on the water. I'm on my porch. Rusty's head on my boots. But my good's tight. Saturday's meeting shook Clearview Meadows. Karen's exposed. Her lies crumbling. But I know her. She's not done. Cornered. Humiliated. She'll hit back. Hard. I check the cameras again. Screens glowing in the dark. Nothing yet. But I'm ready. Morning comes. Hot and heavy. I'm at the Marina. Repainting the gate. Red. Bold. Private property. In white letters. Rusty's sniffing the grass. Tail wagging. I'm halfway done when a pickup pulls up. Tom. The gray-haired neighbor from last week. He looks spooked. Jake? He says. Karen's rallying the HOA board. They're planning something big. I wipe sweat off my brow. What kind? He shrugs. Didn't say. Just heard her yelling about taking back what's ours. R1. I nod. Thank him. He drives off. I finish the gate. Lock it tight. Back at the house. I pull up the footage from Saturday. Karen's face. Pal. Cornered. Her lawyer whispering. The crowd turning on her. I save another copy. Email it to Sheriff Daniels. Just in case. I write. Then I call Travis. Buddy. I say. Dig into the HOA's board. Names. Emails. Anything. He laughs. You're building an army? Jake. I smirk. Just leveling the field. And by noon, I'm on the dock. Checking the damage from Karen's fish stunt. The stench is gone. But the memory lingers. Rusty's splashing at the shore. Chasing a frog. I'm nailing a new sign when I hear tires. Not Karen's SUV. A black sedan. Tinted windows. A man steps out. Suit. Sunglasses. Clipboard. He's not HOA. Not local. He snaps a photo of me. Doesn't say a word. Rusty growls. I call out. You lost. Friend? He ignores me. Gets in. Drives off. I squint. Catch the license plate. Write it down. Something's off. I call Daniels. Sheriff? Got a weird visitor. Black sedan. Took my picture. He pauses. Send me the plate. I'll run it. But Jake. Be careful. I hang up. Uneasy. That wasn't Karen's style. Too slick. Too quiet. I check the cameras. The sedan's on tape. Parked by the Marina for 10 minutes before I saw it. I save the clip. That evening, Travis emails me a list of HOA board members. 5 names. Karen's at the top. Then there's Paul. Treasurer. Quiet guy. Glasses. Always in a polo. I've seen him trailing Karen. nodding like a puppy. The others are followers. But Paul's her shadow. I file the info. Then I notice something. A business card. Slipped under my door. Westlake Development. Creating tomorrow's communities. David Ayer. Holt. Director. My blood runs cold. That's Sedan? This card. Karen's not alone anymore. I call Travis. Westlake Development. You know him? He whistles. Big players. Buy up ranches. Turn them into gated communities. Golf courses. Marinas. I grip the phone. They're sniffing around my lake. Travis, go quiet. Jake. If Karen's with them, she's not just fighting for control. She's selling you out. I nod. Then I'll bury 'em both. On sake. Next morning. I'm up at dawn. Rusty's barking. I step outside. Smoke. Thick. Black. Curling over the lake. My dock's on fire. Flames licking the red planks. Eating the signs. I grab the extinguisher from my truck. Sprint down. Rusty's at my heels. E-spray. Choke on smoke. But it's too late. Half the dock's gone. Barrels pop in the heat. Debris floats across the water. I call the fire department. They're there in 30 minutes. Hoses blasting. They kill the flames. But the dock's a ruin. Charred wood. Melted signs. The chief pulls me aside. Arson. He says. Gasoline residue. Someone poured it and lit it up. I nod. Jaw tight. Got cameras? He asks. I point to the one by the boathouse. Check it. He nods. We'll need that footage. All out, Sheriff Daniels arrives. Face grim. Jake. This is bad. I show him the camera feed. 3 hours. 4 a.m. A figure in a hoodie. Gas can in hand. Not Karen. Too slim. But I recognize the glasses. Paul. The treasurer. His polo's tucked in. Even at 3 hours. I pause the frame. That's him. I say. Daniels nods. Hoboard. Figures. He takes a copy. We'll bring him in. But Jake. This is escalating. Although, I spend the day cleaning up. Shattered. But not broken. Rusty's quiet. Sensing my mood. I rebuild what I can. Board by board. Nail by nail. By dusk. I'm exhausted. But I'm not done. I call every resident who emailed me. After Saturday. Meeting tomorrow. I say. No flyers. Spread the word. We're ending this. They agree. Voistance. Angry. Karen's losing her grip. And they know it. That night, I'm on the porch. Rusty's asleep. I open my laptop. Pull up Westlake's website. Slick. Corporate. Luxury lakefront living. My lake. My ranch. Their plan. I find a leaked email from a resident. Paul sent it to Karen. Westlake's offering $2 million for the lakefront. We push Harlan out. We all get a cut. My fists clench. They're not just bullies. They're thieves. I draft a new letter. To the town council. Clearview, HOA and Westlake Development are conspiring to steal my land. I attach the email. The footage. The business card. I'm not just fighting Karen now. I'm fighting a machine. But I've got the truth. And I've got Rusty. Where are you folks listening from?